It's Patrick from Travels with Delaney, and today I wanted to give you a tour of our brand new camper, the 2018 Tab 400 by NuCamp. This is not a review video because we haven't owned it long enough. We've only slept in it for about 5 nights. It's just a tour video to try to give you a little more information about this particular trailer. We purchased this trailer last week from Gerzeny's RV World of Lakeland down in Lakeland, Florida. A big shout out to John Betts and everybody at Gerzeny's. They were awesome to work with. We showed up just to look at them, and then I asked about trades because we actually had our Hummingbird and we had our big 10-year-old Hornet trailer that was parked on a seasonal lot that we were wanting to get rid of, and they were willing to work with us to take both of those trailers on trade. And everybody there, Lisa in finance was awesome to work with. Brian, I believe, who was the service manager, is amazing. Jimmy, who did our orientation, installed our solar. And then, like I said, if you're in the Central Florida area looking for a trailer, give John Betts a call at Gerzeny's RV World of Lakeland. And again, please understand, this is not a paid advertisement for them. They're not paying me anything. I'm saying it free will because it was probably one of the best buying experiences we've ever had. All right, on to the tour of this trailer. All right, this is the outside of our Tab 400. The dimensions on this, it's 18 feet from the tongue all the way to the back, and it's 7 feet wide. We have the white skin with the black graphics. These do come in some different color options. This is what Gerzeny's had on the lot, and we actually liked it, and so it's going to work for us. First thing I'm going to point out is these windows. We have 3 big windows that are going to open. You're going to see the one on the front, there's going to be one on the side, and then there's going to be one in the back. And when we get inside, I'll show you how those actually operate. Let's just start up here on the front though, on the tongue. This comes with the manual tongue, crank up, crank down, which I actually like over the power one, but you could always add a power one. I did install my sway bar for towing, but in this bucket is actually one 20-pound propane tank. There is not room, I've been told, to put a second one, but I am able to store my fresh water tank that I carry for when I'm boondocking. Normally your battery would go down in here on the other Tab models, but in this particular, with the Tab 400, what they do is they have a, I believe it's like a 225 amp hour AGM battery, and because it's a sealed unit, it's actually stored in the outdoor storage. It doesn't have to be vented. And then down there you can also see your spare tire is up under, and there's just a spot for you to crank that down. And I'll come around here and show you where that crank is. And that would be to crank your spare tire down. You have 4 stabilizer jacks, 1 on each corner, and you have the diamond plating. We also have the Tab handles that you've seen on the Tabs for years. In fact, our first camper 15 years ago was one of the original Tabs, number 632. It had the handles so lightweight that Patty could actually move it around herself. Kind of freaked out some people in our neighborhood when they saw her pushing the Tab down the street, so she had to move it for some construction workers. Weight-wise on this, just under 2,700 pounds. Unloaded, you can load it up to 3,500 pounds. This is the inside of the exterior door, so I'll go ahead and go through this real quick, but you have these little cubbies molded in. This one we're using for our umbrellas. We have a clear window with a night shade for privacy. This is to lock up and to open down. Built-in fire extinguisher, built-in trash can. I also love this feature. It's your screen door. It's just recessed into the trailer. So let's go ahead and close that. We've got this nice grab handle, clear, and the trailer has a single step. Now, so far, I've been very impressed with NuCamp. We haven't really dealt with them. It's just the research I've done, and they have this huge following. In fact, they do these annual rallies, which I know a lot of other trailer companies do, but we're excited. We're planning to attend this upcoming summers, but it just seems like a great community to be involved in, and they seem like the kind of company, from what I've read and heard from other owners, that they really want to take care of their trailer owners. So we like that. This trailer is made with the composite panels, the Asdel composite panels, which means should not have to worry about water. It can't get through, and which is a big deal, because we owned a trailer one time that leaked terribly, and then once that water gets in, you start having the potential for mold. We also have the Aldi heating system, which I will show you on the inside, which is a nice upgrade. Here on the outside, we do have two 110 plug-ins, so if you want to plug in some exterior lights, things like that. And we have these really nice metal rims, good looking, high quality. I did ask that they add me a solar port. Now, this particular trailer did not have a solar port, and so at the dealership they added that for me just so I can plug in my solar panel. On this particular trailer, there is one outdoor storage compartment. Now, you can access this storage compartment from under the bed, and so it's fairly deep. Now, it's not a pass-through, it doesn't go all the way through. You're not going to see a whole lot here because I have it loaded with stuff, but your battery, and you probably can't see it back there, is right in there, which means you can also access your battery from the inside. The reason I have it so loaded is I'm trying to take home 2 trailers worth of stuff, so once we get home we'll unload, it won't be quite so bad. There is no awning on the tabs, but there are add-ons that you can get, and so you just use, there's a channel along the side here where you can buy like little screens or even tents that go onto it. We're probably going to look for that little shade awning. Now, you'll notice this window is partially open. These windows, like I said, there's 3 of these that you can open and close, and you can set them at different openings to get good airflow. We'll move around to the back. We've got the big stargazing window over the bed, and again, this window is going to open. Jack stands under there. Around this side, we have a sewer hose storage area that they built in right there. So you just slide your sewer hose in there, since there is no bumper on this particular trailer. There's your Aldi vent. And this would appear to be another outside storage, but it's not. This is actually access panel. There is your hot water heater bypass valve, so easy to get to. And then there's your low point drains, and then also a thermostat for your hot water. Everything easily accessible. Here you've got your detachable 30 amp hookup, and you have a place to plug in to either cable or an antenna. Now, the trailer does not have an antenna, so if you want to get antenna TV, you're going to need to get yourself an antenna. We went out and bought a cheap $35 HD antenna yesterday at Walmart, plugged it in out here, and was picking up over 60 channels in the Orlando area. So that is there. And then right here, I'll open this up. This is for your city water connection, and also, if I can get it, to fill your fresh water tank. And so right there, city water, fresh water installed. We have an outside shower with both hot and cold with a sprayer. Tucks away nice. And black tank flush. We have a single sewer connection with black and gray. And I will put up on the screen the size of these tanks. Now, these tanks are not as big as what we're used to. Actually, the freshwater tank is a little bigger than what we were used to, but the black and the gray are a little bit smaller. And I'm going to have those on the screen for you so I get that correct. Here is your AC vent. And then along this side, you're going to see an antenna for the radio, a little porthole that does not open in the bathroom. Same way with the porthole on this side does not open. This is going to be in the dining room, so you have one of those. So you do have the 3 big windows that will open on this trailer. All right, I believe that's everything on the outside. Let's go inside and take a look. All right, we'll step inside. I'm going to do a quick overview of the trailer. So in the front, we have the dinette. This is a 3-person dinette. This does fold down and make into an extra sleeping space across here for maybe 1 person. Along the left-hand side, when you get in is your galley. In the back is your sleeping area, and then along the side is going to be a wardrobe and your bathroom. And so we'll get into all those here in just a second. Let's start here at the front door and talk about control panels. So everything you need to operate is right here in the front. We have this digital thermostat. This is going to control our air conditioning system, our fan system, and our heat pump. Down here we have the Aldi control system. This is going to control the radiant heat and the water heater. And you can see I've got some options. I can run on propane, I can run on electric, I can do a boost to boost up the water temperature for 30 minutes while we're taking showers, and then I can set the temperature of my furnace there. There's also all kinds of menu options where we can make changes, things like that. Real easy to operate. And then over here we have a more traditional control panel that you would typically see in a trailer. We can check things like our battery level, fresh, black, gray. Okay. Down here there is I forgot to mention, there is one LED porch light. It is really bright. That's controlled there. Our water pump is right here. Down here we have lighting over the sink. Okay, there's 2 of those LED lights. And then we also have accent lighting in the rig. And it just turned it on here. You can kind of see. It really lights up nicely. So that's all controlled right there at the front on these control panels. There's also additional lighting that I'll show you here in a minute. Now we'll take a little bit deeper look at each area of the trailer. So on each side of the dinette, I mentioned we have these portal windows. Those both have these night shades, okay, which is real nice for privacy and to block out light in the morning, that type of thing. Under this dinette, we actually have one storage space. It is on a let's just pull these out. I want to be able to show you exactly what kind of. So it's hinged, and right there it is. Okay. So you do have maybe things that you're not going to need to access as often would fit in there. You can tell we haven't even figured out what we're putting in there yet. Like I mentioned, this dinette does fold down to make into a bed. It comes with a cushion that goes for the table area. And it's really about a one-person bed, one maybe adult. Now, right now I have screen in. So if I open my window, I don't have to worry about bugs coming in. Okay? Or I could just have it open for this gorgeous view. I also have the nightshade option, and what I really like is I can have both at the same time. The screen and the nightshade will actually lock together, and you can set it however you want. The windows are easy to operate. Along the bottom you'll see there's this red push button. That's the locking mechanism. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock all 3 of them. There's a couple that are non-locking on the side. Again, you see they just turn real easy. And all I have to do is push out to wherever I want it. I mean, I can really open these up. And then wherever I want to lock them into place, right there is a screw knob. I'm going to go ahead and close that back up. Over here, we have another portal window, nightshade. But in this particular one, we have some storage. And you can see even little shells we're using for Delaney. Entertainment. Up top, we have more storage. There are 4 quality speakers in this rig, one on each side up front, one in the kitchen, and then also going to be one in the bedroom. I'm going to go ahead and turn some accent lighting back on. There we go. We do have a little light that you can adjust that is controlled by a switch right there. All right, let's move around to the galley. Here we have our recessed sink. This is a metal sink, not plastic. You can see it looks very nice. And I love the fact that it's recessed because then it gives you more counter space. Same way with your 2-burner gas stove, and it's recessed. Here on this kitchen window, Patty currently has it open for airflow, but she has the screen down so that we don't again have to worry about bugs. In the kitchen, you have 110 outlet. You also have a 12 volt if you want to plug in something. Last appliance in the kitchen is going to be this 2.7 cubic foot Norcold refrigerator. This is a two-way refrigerator. It runs off of shore power. It also runs off of 12-volt batteries. No propane that you have to deal with. And it does have the ice box. You'll be able to keep some frozen foods in there this summer when we're traveling. There is a ton of storage in the galley area. We have this little storage cubby, and then these beautiful wood cabinets. I'm gonna go ahead and open them up. There's two, but it's actually one big cabinet. We put in these metal racks just to give us an upper and a lower. What I love on these is you can drop them and you don't have to worry about them slamming. They slowly go back down, and then once they're down, lock them into place. On the corner here, this is actually a big corner cabinet. We have these push button knobs to push in, and then you can open. You can see it opens up, and we have lots of storage. And notice there's two areas. They put a shelf in about halfway. I did want to point out down below, this is a ducted air conditioning system. So both the AC and the heat pump are ducted. So there's one, there's two out here, and there's one back in the bedroom. And you come back around. In the galley, we have pull-out drawer, silverware container, and underneath that is even more storage where I've got plastic spoons and cooking utensils. We have a big cabinet down here with a shelf. You can see how far that goes in. We're not even beginning to use that space. And then there's another big pull-out drawer. Right now we just got some food in below the refrigerator. So that is your galley area. Now we'll come into the bedroom. In the bedroom, we have the big TV. It is on the swivel arm. This came with the unit. Both the stereo and the TV are Gerzeny. We do have a small shelf here, and I love this little corner because this is an extension for your kitchen. Push in on the little lever, and that'll drop down. If Delaney's toys weren't in the way, it would drop. Just get it here. There we go. And now we've got the big area for your bed. Here is that stargazing window. Now I'm getting a lot of light, so I'm going to go ahead and just drop that screen down. It's going to block some of that light as I show you the bedroom area. The bed is very unique. Number one, I can access that under bed storage, which is also the outdoor storage. And this has what's known as the Frawley sleep system. These little plastic springs. You wouldn't think that that would make much of a difference. This bed sleeps wonderful. This will probably be the first trailer that we don't change out the mattress in because it has been that comfortable after 5 nights. Back here, we do have a headboard, although our big pillows are covering them up. It's just that same cloth interior that you see as an accent on some of the walls. We do have some reading lights back here. One push, they're blue. Hold the button in, they go bright. We have another speaker. There's one of our vents, so we get cold air in the bedroom. And then here's our entertainment center. This is a Gerzeny AM, FM, Bluetooth, CD, DVD. It does it all. And there is an app for your, at least for the iPhone. I don't know about Android operating systems, but I'm able to actually run the whole system from my phone. I don't even have to get up from the dinette. I can turn it on, turn it off, turn the volume, that type of thing. Down below, there is a cubby. So again, more storage. And we've got USB ports, and that is a 12 volt back there. So places to plug in to charge things. I think that's everything here in the bedroom area. So let's come out, and I want to show you this wardrobe. So we've got a big, whoa, my camera's going crazy. There we go. We got a big wardrobe. You gotta turn the light on. You can see we've got our hanging clothes in here, but then we also have these storage pockets along the side. Hopefully you can see them in there. We have a lot of stuff in here. And then there is an access panel in here to access your water pump and things like that. So huge storage closet in this unit. Again, that's one of those locking. I forgot to mention this here. This is a light switch for accent lighting in the bedroom. So again, lots of choices for your lighting in this rig. Your electrical panel is right down there, along with your CO2 monitor. So if you need fuses or breaker switches, that's where you'd find them. Open up the bathroom. Got a mirror on the door. And this is what I like to refer to as our luxurious bathroom. I've never had a bathroom so nice in a travel trailer. You can see there's the shower head that it comes with, and you can adjust that up and down. I'm actually able to stand under it when I shower to wash my hair. Hot and cold water. That's part of the heating unit, so yes, your bathroom is heated. We have accent lighting in here as well. Oops. And you can see this big cubby across there. A little bit smaller cubby down here, and then even space up top where Patty has put a mat. There's your shower curtain that goes around when you do take a shower. Remember, I mentioned there was a port window here, the nightshade. The toilet is the foot flush toilet. It is recessed, which gives you a lot more room when you're showering. The trailer actually came installed with hooks already to hang our towels, and marine toilet paper holders. You can put your toilet paper in there, keep it dry while you're showering. There's a drop-down sink to save you space, which is really nice. And then there's their faucet. I'm gonna try to show you a perspective. It's not real deep, but Patty has been able to wash her hair in here. It's that big, so that's worked out nice. Before in the Hummingbird, we had to actually have her wash her hair in the kitchen sink. There just wasn't enough room. Some built-in toothpaste brush holders and places that you can set your soaps and shampoos. There is also, if there's not enough light, you have another light installed up here, big LED, and we have a vent fan. Now you might be thinking, wow, there's no Fantastic fan. Actually there is. What they did, I'll shut this light off, they installed the Fantastic fan out here, so we can both change the flow from either in or out, and we have 3 fan speeds. And this works great for getting airflow out here. When we first took the rig, it was warm that night, and we didn't even have to run the air conditioner. We just opened up a window, turned on our Fantastic fan, and that did the trick. The flooring in here, I'm going to show you. You can see it. It has a texture to it, and it's really squishy. I don't know if that's a proper term, but there's almost a softness to it, almost like there's padding under it. So that's real nice. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I've mentioned the Aldi system. That is a radiant heat system, so it's not going to be like your gas furnace that just blew out air. This is actually running a fluid through, almost like an electric baseboard heat. So it's supposed to give you a much more even heating, and we did use it last night, and we stayed really nice and comfortable, and it wasn't like a traditional furnace in a trailer where it comes on, it gets real hot, and then you wait, and then it gets cold, and then it comes back on. This just kept us nice and toasty all night, so pretty impressed with that. Okay. I think that gives you, there's just so many features on this trailer, and you know, the quality of the wood that was used, and the quality, the attention to detail, I just can't say enough about. I will be able to give you a review probably in about 6 months after we've been able to use it heavily. But right now I just wanted to give you a tour so you could see some of the features in the trailer. If you have any questions, feel free to ask those down below in the comments section, and I will respond as quickly as I can. And if I don't know the answer, I'll try to find them out for you, because there's a possibility we both have the same question. So, all right, pan back around. So that is our brand new 2018 Tab 400. And if you like the video, please make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to our channels. We put out a new video every Monday, and we do everything from trailer and camping reviews to travel videos, and then we also do some stuff around our log cabin that we live in. So until next time, we'll see everybody on down the road. Good night.